What is good, YouTube? Warstu here with a video on the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So, it's a good time to be a Marvel fan. We've just had Captain America 4. Whether you liked it or not, it's Marvel content. We're just about to get Daredevil. Daredevil Netflix was absolutely peak. And it looks like the continuity is going to be the same because they brought most of the cast back. So, we're going to talk about Spider-Man 4. Predominantly, there's a massive rumor going around, which changes everything, and it almost makes us believe that Marvel is listening to what people actually want from each and every individual movie, rather than just having the focus being on the multiverse. Although the rumors still suggest it will lead to Secret Wars. And also, we're going to talk about some Avengers Doomsday stuff, because there's some absolute nonsense going on about them already starting to shoot. Doesn't look that way. So, yo, what is freaking good, YouTube? Wish you here. If you are new around here, make sure to subscribe to never miss any of the Marvel, DC, Kaiju, Monsterverse, pop culture, base content that I try to deliver on a daily basis. Could subscribe to the channel, turn notifications on, and let me know down below how freaking excited are you for the future of Marvel. Also, if you want to see the beautiful face behind the beautiful voice, check us out on Instagram, although I am building a new setup. And once that's complete, I will start coming back on camera, just like I did when I first started this channel. And also check us out on Twitter, WarstuG. Right, let's get into it. So, they are starting to build the sets for Avengers Doomsday down in Pinewood Studios. But there's a ridiculous Twitter account saying, yo, Robert Downey Jr. is going to be on set on Wednesday. There's also a fake logo going around. There's also, I mean, I got into a little back and forth with someone on TikTok, and they blocked me. Because it was like, yo, they are shooting Chris Hemsworth's in London for Doomsday. No, he's not. He's in there for a crime movie. And then the lad was like, oh, yeah, I didn't have time to check before I posted the video. I was like, come on, do your due diligence. If you're going to put a video out saying, oh, yeah, Chris Hemsworth. I mean, it's TikTok, not really a video. But you get what I'm saying. If you're going to put a video out on TikTok saying that Chris Hemsworth is in London to shoot Doomsday, that's not the reason. And I don't believe they've started shooting yet. I believe they're going to start shooting in April, right? They're getting the sets ready. Sure, the Russo brothers are there. Sure, some actors will be there. Sure, because let's be honest, some of the Marvel actors don't have anything going on outside of the Marvel movies, let's be honest. So, let's go over this Spider-Man 4 rumor. Now, we've heard a lot. We've heard that the budget is $200 million. We know they're going to start shooting this summer because Tom Holland is literally running a competition to do with his brother's trust. So, you know, you enter the competition and it's part of his charity he does with his family. You get to come to set. So we know they're shooting the movie this summer, and we know it's gone over a massive overhaul. We know Tom Holland actually has some kind of creative control to a certain degree for an actor. We know they are fighting to get a good balance between street level stuff and it not just being another No Way Home. Because let's be honest, yeah, No Way Home was a good movie. It had Toby and Andrew, but they can't replicate the hype for Toby and Andrew returning because it's already been done. Now, I know I get a lot of stick because I say Shang-Chi isn't a good movie, but one thing I've always said is it's shot well and the fight scenes are very good. So we know that Dustin Daniel Cretton is going to do great with the fight scenes. Really will, and with the way it's shot. So this rumor is on Twitter. Now, it's coming from the redacted guy. Now, you know me, I will literally cover anything. Doesn't really matter if it's true or not, but a lot of people seem to think it's true. So this was posted yesterday. Street level fans, things are looking promising. Now, you got to understand, it can be street level, but it's still got to be somewhat multiversal to a certain degree because everything's building up to Avengers Secret Wars. Now, we don't actually know the timeline of when the movie is going to play out in the sense of when the movie is going to be. Is it between Avengers Doomsday and Secret Wars? That's most likely because this rumor, stroke leak, if you like, says this will lead to Secret Wars. So that would be interesting. So it reads like this, and it's absolutely insane. Point of inspiration for Spider-Man 4 is indeed the Batman. Now that's insane, right? Because the Batman is a pretty hardcore movie in the UK for a 15. It's pretty full on. While the Homecoming trilogy was more light-hearted and optimistic. That's interesting because No Way Home, there was a, I mean, Spider-Man nearly killed. That was a pretty savage fight in there. Dustin and Marvel would lean into anger. Expect more grit and more focus on the hand-to-hand combat, which is what we freaking want, because Spider-Man is hyped up to be so freaking good at fighting and so strong, yet we very rarely get to see any of that. Then it says no multiversal villains. Now, as I said previously, the likes of Alex Perez has said that Null, the god of the symbiotes, Venom, so on and so forth, could appear. But Marvel have changed quite a lot. And the script was still ongoing. So I'm not going to say that Alex Perez was wrong, because I still think they potentially could appear. The film will still lead into Secret Wars. Now, if this is true, it means it's going to have to be set post-Avengers Doomsday. And we know Tom Holland isn't in Avengers Doomsday, but apparently it's just going to be a stunt double, and he will only come on set for close-ups and for talking scenes, so on and so forth, because he's got a very busy summer. He's shooting Christopher Nolan's movie, then he's shooting Avengers Doomsday, then he's shooting Spider-Man 4. But of course, he will come on screen at some point. But the current priority at Marvel is making a grounded and more mature direction for the webhead after the events of No Way Home and Born Again. Now, we know predominantly why Spider-Man cannot appear in TV shows on Disney+. We know categorically why Spider-Man cannot appear. But that's really interesting, because we've still got this spell, right? He's literally got no friends at the moment, because Doctor Strange's spell basically was like, yo, no one's going to know the identity of Spider-Man. People are still going to know who Spider-Man is, in the sense of he's always been around, so on and so forth, but none of the old crew know who he is, which is very interesting. So it's good, because Daniel Dustin Cretton did a phenomenal job. I agree he did. With the fight scenes and with it how it's shot, I still don't think Shang-Chi is a very good movie. Now, Tom Holland has recently just arrived in Morocco to start shooting The Odyssey, Christopher Nolan's next movie, but we know he will be in Doomsday, and if there are talking scenes with him in it, he's a pinnacle part of the Avengers, so he will be in it in a full capacity. Some people are saying, yo, they should delay They've delayed Spider-Man by 1 week. It's still coming out in July, so chill, lads. Zendaya is currently shooting Euphoria, and she's also got a small role in Nola's movie. Now, I still believe she will appear as MJ. Now, there's so many rumors that Timothy Chalamet is going to be in the next Spider-Man movie as Harry Osborn, and then we're going to get Annie Taylor-Joy is going to be Black Cat. Now, that would be absolutely freaking insane. The likes of Miles Morales has been teased. Why? Because Tom Holland said he'd love to do what Downey did for him, for Miles Morales. I mean, sure, we want Miles Morales, we really do. But Andrew and Toby appearing, I don't really think that's the case. Nor the God of the Symbiote. If we're going to take this information at face value, I do believe it is somewhat true, because I've got to do these videos thinking it's somewhat true, or else it's actually hard to make the video. Some multiversal concepts that lead in Secret Wars, but no multiversal villain. But again, that does not mean Doctor Doom can't and won't appear. Just because it says no multiversal villain doesn't mean that Doctor Doom and any other villain can't appear. It just says there won't be an overall multiversal villain, but doesn't mean we can't get a multiversal villain. Now, people are always obsessed with Spider-Man appearing in Daredevil. I get it, because they're in New York City, but it's the same thing as why isn't Spider-Man going to appear in the Thunderbolts movie? Because it just cannot take place. They just can't do it, because Sony owns the character, the TV rights. Like they just can't do it. That's why that's why you will barely see him in anything else other than an actual movie, and, you know, being a co-lead or co-star in Avengers movie. Now, this makes me excited for Spider-Man 4, because although Spider-Man No Way Home was good, but it really was, people like the hype, I don't think it would have done as well if there wasn't the whole, are they in it, aren't they in it? So these new rumors are insane. It does change everything. More grounded, still leads into Secret Wars. Makes me think that it's going to be released in terms of the timeline of when the movies are actually released in terms of the MCU, that it comes after Doomsday. So maybe the Spider-Man reveal to RDJ, Doctor Doom scenes already happened in that movie, or maybe that's the post-credit stinger in Spider-Man 4 before we get to Avengers Secret Wars. So yes, I understand some people did like Captain America 4. Personally, I didn't. I've given my reasons why. I'm not hating. I'm just being honest. I'm not going to sugarcoat something because I'm a fan. You don't have to sugarcoat and say something's great if you don't think it's great. But at the same time, you can still critique it and still be a fan. So I think this will be cool for the MCU if it is more grounded than No Way Home was. Because let's be honest, take out all the cameos and the multiversal concepts of that movie, and it's a pretty basic movie. And I do hope that the original cast, Ned and a few others, will appear, but we know he's most likely going to be going off to college. So there will, and yeah, Black Cat, Felicity, cool, bring her in. But realistically, MJ can still be there. So like always, guys, let us know. What do you think? Are you hyped for Spider-Man 4? Avengers Doomsday leaks. Yes, they will be happening real when they do start shooting. But as far to my knowledge, Pinewood Studios in the UK, it's mainly inside stuff. Deadpool and Wolverine was filmed in the UK. Nothing really leaked outside of a few shots that didn't really amount to much. The Supergirl movie, different studio, we get it. But again, they're filming inside. There's been no leak so far, and they've been filming for weeks. So don't be expecting Infinity War Endgame level leaks, right? Them leaks came from Atlanta when they filmed in America, when they're filming outside. When they film outside, they can't stop the leaks. I really hope we get image leaks and stuff like that, cool, because it's so good content. And then it can back up theories and stuff that we've been talking about for ages. So hopefully we do get all that kind of stuff, but don't be expecting it. So like always, guys, I'll catch you in another video very soon. Catch you later.